I don't know if you heard the story, James, but there was a kind of a real life Planet of the Apes movement happening over in California.
Really?
South Carolina. I'm sorry, not I would think California, but I'm thinking the movie. No, this is South Carolina. So about a week or so ago, while you were sick and while you were hanging out with Joel and the monkey, which is very, very interesting, 43 monkeys broke out of a lab. It was some sort of experimental lab. I assume they like experiment with like vaccines on them or something. Or
I'm assuming so.
Yeah. So the company was called Alpha Genesis, and the CEO was like, I think they're just having an adventure. So I have the article here from the Alternative Press, AP Press.
Okay, what you got?
It says 43 monkeys bred for medical research that escaped a compound in South Carolina have been spotted in the woods near the site, and workers are using food to try to recapture them. This was a couple weeks ago. So at this time, I think half of them have actually been recovered.
Okay, I would hope so.
Yeah, it says the monkeys were exploring the outer fence of the Alpha Genesis compound and are cooing at the monkeys inside.
That's crazy.
So what happened was one of the facility employees had fed them, and as they left for the night, they forgot to close and lock the door. And these monkeys are very social monkeys. So when a couple of them went out the door, all of them went out the door because they're bred together. They're like a little pack, right?
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah, and apparently they're not affected with any disease, says the facility management. They are harmless and a little skittish.
Yeah, of course.
And the police have advised people to not approach them if they see them out and about. Just call animal control or call the police or whatever. Some of them could carry the herpes B virus.
Oh, that's good to know.
And they can be aggressive.
Oh, that's also good to know.
So we almost had a Planet of the Apes moment, or we might still have a Planet of the Apes moment. And what's funny about this, James? This is not the first time this has happened to this company.
What's the name of the company?
Alpha Genesis?
Alpha Genesis. Well, we need to talk about it. First of all, the employee is fired.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about being on the couch. You either call him and ask him to join you on the couch. So,
right.
And you know what? Maybe we should do an interview with him.
Yeah. I'll find his social. We'll call him up and ask him about the monkeys. So it says in 2018, the U.S. Department of Agriculture fined Alpha Genesis $12,600 in part after officials says 26 primates escaped from the Yamasee facility in 2014, and an additional 19 got out in 2016. So they just be breaking out all the time with this company.
Sound like a Jumanji. Sound like Jumanji a little bit.
Oh yeah,
first Jumanji with Robin Williams.
Yeah, where they just like run down the street.
Yep.
It says the clear carelessness which allowed these 40 monkeys to escape endangered not only the safety of the animals, but also put the residents of South Carolina at risk. The USDA, which has inspected the compound 10 times since 2020, didn't immediately respond to the letter. The facility's most recent federal inspection in May showed there were about 6,700 primates on sites with no issues. And then in 2022, federal veterinarians reported 2 animals died when their fingers were trapped in structures, and they were exposed to harsh weather. So yeah, this is a sketchy company.
It's like a business. It's like a company that just need to go out of business.
It sounds like it, or either that, or they really will institute the real life Planet of the Apes situation, which maybe not such a bad idea.
Yeah. At this point in time, yeah, I actually wouldn't mind that.
Maybe it is time for the apes to take over. I mean, we've done a great run. We've made some advancements, but maybe it's time for the apes to rise.
I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. I definitely would be opposed to it right now.
But South Carolina, the Yamasee complex needs to get their stuff together. I don't know what's happening over there.
Yeah, that's a little sketchy story there, man. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Yeah, at least it was 40. Only 40 something monkeys, and not like 100.
Yeah, it's only 40. Yeah, it was only 40 something. Yeah,
this time it was only 40.
That's a crazy story, though.
It is. It's kind of funny, and it's kind of art imitates life sometimes, or life imitates art sometimes. That's all we have for today. Thank you for listening, and if you would like to join the conversation, you can email us at onthegopod2023@gmail.com.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at On The Go with Jacob and James.
You can find James on Instagram at
James9794.
You can find me on Instagram at jacobdantone.audio. James is on the go.
Jacob's on the go.
We're all on the go.